My long-awaited book, Astrology Realized, is finally available and waiting for you at Amazon and other online retailers. Get one for you, your loved one, or as a gift. All part of your fabulous journey to understanding astrology. Enjoy.
Hello, fabulous Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2013, General Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. There's a very strong solar eclipse happening early in the month, and a very positive solar eclipse as well. And so when I look at this and how this energy is the one that's marking a major transition for all of us in at least one area of life, I do think that this is going to be an especially important month for you. Because on the one hand, you do have your ruling planet, Mercury, going backwards in the sky, in the same part of the sky that this eclipse is taking place. And so your ruling planet is your representative in the sky. And so whatever's happening with your ruling planet speaks to some major lessons and learning and developments that are happening for you. So you put these two together. We have this solar eclipse, very powerfully placed, marking a sudden insight in general, in one area of life for all of us, but marking a sudden insight that leads to empowerment. And this is in the part of the sky that has to do with your perceptions. It has to do with your mind. It has to do with how you're seeing things, how you're hearing things, how you're communicating things. And you add to this that the planet that represents your ruling planet, that represents how you see things and how you communicate things, is also encouraging you to do just that in a much more deeper way, in a much more meaningful way than you have as of late. And so all around it looks like you are being set up to see things with very different eyes and to really understand things from a new angle. And as I said, this is about understanding in a way that really empowers you, that gives you a strong sense of yourself, that gives you a sense of control as well, that allows you to make changes that feel enlivening, empowering, and invigorating. Also, I do want to mention that with this eclipse, it is activating Saturn, if you will. And so this is a really good time to re-watch your Saturn special, because a lot of those themes are really going to come forward, but the best manifestations of those themes. In particular, what I'm thinking of is that this part of the sky also is a metaphor or a symbol of our relationship to and our interactions with other people, in particular our peers within the family. And so this is cousins and siblings or people who played that type of role for you, especially when you were growing up. And it is these relationships that you're working on, that you're understanding differently, and you're learning to approach these relationships with greater maturity as well right now, and have been over the last year. Well, this month marks a turning point in those relationships where you're able to see the past differently, you're able to understand what it is that is healthy for you to do now, and you're able to really, what I'm seeing is, you make a decision whether or not you actually choose to share this. It does look like some interaction with one of these people leads you to a choice that feels really positive, that feels really empowering, that feels like you can look forward with a greater sense of freedom and a greater sense of optimism as well. So do embrace those opportunities to have those interactions with those people. And for those of you who maybe haven't really been keeping in touch with siblings or cousins, this may be a good time to do so. And it may also be a time when you hear from these people as well, because the universe knows that some of the most important messages you're going to get this month are going to come via these people. So keep your heart open, keep your willingness up, and you'll find that you'll be attracting some of these people as well to help bring a sense of fresh energy into your life. A little bit later on in the month, it does look like you are thinking about where it is that you want to go. Okay, and what I mean by that is it looks like there may be some travel plans being made, being considered, and it does look like it's more of a hope right now, it's more of a dream, so it might be holiday plans that you're hoping manifest for you. Regardless of how things end up actually manifesting, know that If you are meant to be somewhere, you will be there. And if you are somewhere right now, you are there because you are supposed to be there. And if you can embrace this stance, then you'll find if there's any fears, any uncertainty, if there's any worry about if the resources are there, about what might motivate you to travel, what's worth traveling for, what isn't, any of those things, just acknowledge them, but then put them to the side. And just trust that you are right now exactly where you're supposed to be. This is true, of course, on many different levels in terms of our learning, in terms of metaphorically where we are spiritually, financially, in every area of life. But for you specifically in a literal way, this has to do with where you actually are on the planet. The universe does want you to understand that this world is actually a lot smaller than maybe you thought previously. And that understanding starts in the heart. That understanding starts with not only a belief in that, but also an understanding that a lot of experiences are available to you. And if you are supposed to be somewhere, then everything you need to make that happen can fall into place if you will entertain the notion that they can fall into place. Try not to give in to any doubts later on in the month that say, oh, but why am I not here, and why am I not there, but I really want to go here. Try not to get too much anxiety about that, because not only is it counterproductive on just an energetic level, but also it's kind of irrelevant. Wherever it is that you're supposed to be, you really will be. And the chance of being somewhere really fabulous does show up for you. Even if it just looks like a possibility, even if it just looks like a dream, take it as evidence that where it is that you desire to go is manifesting for you right now. And take it as evidence that really there are so many experiences that are available to you, experiences that promise a lot of joy and a lot of possibilities.
Thank you for watching. It'll be a great month. Be fabulous and enjoy.